video number 4 today. And it's supposed to be the last video. Who knows? I doubt it will be. But this is one I've been... Sorry, I'm just crossing out something. How to deal with skeptics and the religious nuts. I'm not saying all people who are religious are nuts, but my encounters have been with them. How do I put this? For example, a friend of mine last night, actually, this is what brought this video on. Last night, I mentioned paranormal investigation. That's all I said was the word paranormal investigation. I said, as you know, I do investigations of paranormal. And she goes, I don't want to hear about it. She shut it down. I don't want to hear about it. You know my feelings. I don't want to have to say it again. So we're leaving it alone. She was very flat with this. Just no. She put her foot down. I'm like, all right, I respect that. And then later that evening, all I'm thinking is, you're a hypocrite. Later that evening, she's talking to me about God. Yeah, let that sink in. I can't mention paranormal, but she can mention God. Anyway, I listened. And I responded. We talked. And I said, but you have to understand the conversation took where this made sense. I said to her, but you have to understand, you can listen, you need to be listened to, but you also need to listen. Right? And we were talking about God. And she stopped. I wish I had a timer going. I swear for at least a minute and a half, 2 minutes. She just kind of sat there. She was, you're right. I am so sorry. Please tell me about your paranormal investigations. What's going on? I was a deer in frickin' headlights. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a fight, but thank God it didn't happen. So I talked to her in length for a good 30, 40 minutes. She had to leave after. But we talked and she listened and she interacted with me. Now you can talk to somebody and they can hear you, but they can also hear the Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah. Whatever the case may be, that's a bad impression. Forgive me. But if you listen to someone, you're opening your mind. You're opening your heart. You're opening your soul. And there's a difference between the two. Don't confuse listening and hearing. Because what do you hear? You hear stuff in the background. You hear kids playing. But are you listening to me? Yes. You're focused on what I'm saying. There's a difference between listening and hearing. And now, so I always say, when someone shuts down your paranormal conversation or your mentioning of it, just wait, because you're going to act on emotion, because you're passionate about this. So in my case, I decided to wait. I waited almost an hour and a half, 2 hours to talk to her. But I had to say something that night or I was going to go stir crazy. So I did. And I'm very proud of myself. And as for skeptics, some people who choose not to believe in a deity, a god or a goddess or a higher being, whatever the case may be, they are going to be very stubborn most of the time, at least all the people I've encountered. Hopefully you are not dealing with that. But I recommend You explain to them right off the hop. I'll hear you out. I will listen to you. But you have to reciprocate. You have to do the same for me. Listen. And if you have questions, I'll try my best to answer them. So I hope you're not in this situation, but you probably are. But you do have to listen to them too. Otherwise, you're the hypocrite. And that makes you look bad. And you're not being a good person in the conversation. So, good luck. Thank you.